Nestled amidst the rugged mountains of Montenegro, Kotor is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. This enchanting town is tucked away in the secluded southern reaches of Montenegro's Adriatic coastline. Kotor is a captivating blend of natural beauty, rich history, and cultural treasures. Imagine a place where towering mountains plunge into shimmering waters, creating a breathtaking spectacle. This is Kotor, a place where time seems to stand still. Kotor is a place of captivating stories, ancient walls whispering tales of bygone eras. Kotor is more than just a town. It's a symbol of Montenegro's rich heritage. The town's strategic location on the Adriatic Sea has made it a coveted prize for centuries. From ancient Illyrian tribes to medieval kingdoms, Kotor has witnessed the ebb and flow of power struggles. Despite the tumultuous tides of history, Kotor has retained its unique character. The Bay of Kotor, often referred to as Europe's southernmost fjord, is a sight to behold. Its crystal-clear waters reflect the towering mountains that surround it, creating a scene of unparalleled beauty. The bay is dotted with charming islands, each with its own story to tell. One such island is Our Lady of the Rocks, home to a legendary church built on a man-made islet. Kotor's exceptional beauty and historical significance have earned it a coveted place on the UNESCO World Heritage list. This prestigious recognition is a testament to the town's universal value and the importance of preserving its heritage for future generations. Kotor's Old Town, a labyrinth of narrow streets, squares, and historic buildings, is a UNESCO-protected site. Walking through the Old Town is like stepping back in time. The well-preserved medieval architecture transports visitors to a bygone era. Cobblestone streets wind past ancient churches, grand palaces, and charming squares. Each corner reveals a new architectural gem, a testament to the town's rich past. The Bay of Kotor, often called Boka Kotorska by locals, is more than just a pretty sight. It's the heart and soul of Kotor, a place where the mountains meet the Adriatic in a dramatic display of nature's artistry. Imagine sailing into the bay, the sun warm on your face, as towering peaks rise up on either side, their reflections shimmering in the crystal-clear water. This isn't just any bay, it's actually a fjord, carved out by glaciers long ago. That means the water is deep and calm, perfect for the boats that have plied these waters for centuries. The bay twists and turns, revealing hidden coves and tiny islands, each with its own tale to tell. The mountains that surround Kotor are more than just a backdrop. They're an integral part of the town's character. They provide protection from the elements, offer breathtaking views, and are steeped in history and legend. These mountains have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the comings and goings of countless ships, and the everyday lives of generations of Kotor residents. One of the most iconic peaks is Mount Lovćen, which towers over the bay. This mountain is more than just a geographical landmark. It's a symbol of Montenegrin national identity. At its summit lies the mausoleum of Petar II Petrović Njegoš, a beloved poet and philosopher king. But Kotor's natural beauty isn't limited to its bay and mountains. The town is blessed with a Mediterranean climate, which means warm summers and mild winters. This makes it an ideal destination year-round, whether you want to bask on the beach, explore the mountains, or simply soak up the atmosphere of this charming town. The landscape around Kotor is a tapestry of colors and textures. Olive groves and cypress trees dot the hillsides, their silvery green leaves shimmering in the sunlight. Wildflowers bloom in profusion, adding splashes of vibrant color to the landscape, and everywhere you look, the deep blue of the Adriatic Sea beckons. Stepping into Kotor's Old Town is like stepping back in time. The narrow, winding streets, paved with centuries-old cobblestones, seem to whisper tales of bygone eras. Look up, and you'll see buildings that have stood for centuries, their stone facades weathered by time, but still standing proud. Every corner you turn reveals a new architectural treasure, a testament to the skill and artistry of the craftsmen who built this town. Medieval churches, with their soaring bell towers and intricate carvings, stand alongside grand Venetian palaces adorned with ornate balconies and coats of arms. No visit to Kotor is complete without a walk along its ancient city walls. These impressive fortifications, stretching for 4.5 kilometers and climbing over 250 meters up the mountainside, have protected Kotor from invaders for centuries. Imagine yourself a soldier, patrolling these ramparts, keeping watch for enemy ships on the horizon. As you ascend the walls, the views become increasingly breathtaking. The Bay of Kotor unfolds before you in all its glory, the town spread out below like a miniature model. You can trace the route of the ancient walls, snaking their way up the mountainside to the fortress of St. John, perched high above the town. The climb can be steep in places, but it's worth every step. At the heart of Kotor's old town stands the Cathedral of St. Tryphon, a magnificent Romanesque edifice that has been a symbol of the town's faith for over 9 centuries. Its twin bell towers dominate the skyline, a reminder of Kotor's enduring spirit. Step inside, and you'll be transported to a world of soaring arches, intricate mosaics, and the scent of incense. The cathedral is dedicated to St. Tryphon, the patron saint of Kotor, whose relics are kept in a silver reliquary inside. Kotor's architecture is a fascinating blend of styles, reflecting the town's rich and tumultuous history. For centuries, Kotor was a crossroads of cultures, ruled by Venetians, Ottomans, Austrians, and others, each leaving their mark on the town's landscape. Wander through the maze of streets, and you'll see Venetian Gothic windows next to Ottoman-style arches, Byzantine domes alongside Renaissance facades. Look for the winged lion of Venice, carved into doorways and fountains, a reminder of the city's long rule. Kotor isn't just a collection of beautiful buildings and stunning scenery. It's a living, breathing tapestry of cultures, woven together over centuries. Imagine a place where East meets West, where the legacy of Venetian merchants blends with the echoes of Ottoman rule, all seasoned with the traditions of the Balkans. For centuries, Kotor was a melting pot of cultures, a strategic port on the Adriatic Sea that attracted merchants, sailors, and adventurers from far and wide. The Venetians, with their love of art and architecture, ruled Kotor for almost 400 years, leaving an indelible mark on the town's character. Wander through the old town, and you'll see their influence everywhere, from the elegant piazzas to the ornate balconies overlooking the narrow streets. The legacy of Venice is impossible to miss in Kotor. The Venetians ruled this town from the 15th to the 18th centuries, and their influence is evident in everything from the architecture to the language. Look closely at the buildings, and you'll see the winged lion of Venice, a symbol of their power, carved into doorways and fountains. Notice the design of the windows, with their elegant arches and delicate tracery, a hallmark of Venetian Gothic style. Beyond the influences of empires past, Kotor has its own unique traditions, shaped by its location on the Bay of Kotor and the resilient spirit of its people. For centuries, life here has revolved around the sea, and the traditions of seafaring run deep. One of the most charming traditions is the Boka Navy, a centuries-old organization of sailors and ship owners that played a vital role in Kotor's defense. Today, the Boka Navy is a cultural institution, upholding maritime traditions and participating in festivals and processions. Kotor isn't a town that slumbers when the sun goes down or the seasons change. It bursts with life throughout the year, its ancient streets echoing with music, laughter, and the joyous shouts of celebration. Mark your calendar, because Kotor loves a good party, and you're invited. Winter brings the feast of Saint Tryphon, Kotor's patron saint, a solemn yet joyous occasion. Imagine the town adorned with lights, processions winding through the streets, and the scent of traditional delicacies filling the air. It's a time for families to gather, for stories to be shared, and for the spirit of Kotor to shine brightly. Summer is a time for open-air concerts, theatre performances, and the intoxicating energy of the Kotor Summer Festival. Picture yourself under a starlit sky. The ancient walls of the town illuminated the air alive with music and the murmur of happy voices. It's a time to mingle with locals, to savor the flavors of Montenegrin cuisine, and to create memories that will last a lifetime. The Kotor Arts Festival, a more recent addition to the town's cultural calendar, brings a touch of international flair. Visual arts, film theatre and music blend seamlessly against the backdrop of Kotor's historic architecture. Imagine attending a concert in a medieval square, a film screening under the stars, or an art exhibition in a centuries-old palace. As you stand on the ancient ramparts of Kotor, gazing out over the shimmering waters of the bay, you can't help but feel a sense of awe. This is a place that has captivated travelers for centuries, a place where history, culture, and nature converge in perfect harmony. Kotor has a way of getting under your skin, of staying with you long after you've said goodbye. Perhaps it's the charm of the old town, with its narrow, winding streets and hidden courtyards, that draws you in. Or maybe it's the grandeur of the surrounding mountains, their peaks reflected in the crystal-clear waters of the bay, that takes your breath away. Whatever it is, Kotor has a magic all its own, a certain je ne sais quoi that lingers in your memory. Visiting Kotor is more than just a vacation. It's a journey through time. As you walk the same streets that Venetian merchants and Ottoman sailors once trod, you can't help but feel a connection to the past. The stones whisper tales of bygone eras, of empires lost and found, of lives lived and loves shared. Imagine the echoes of laughter and music that once filled these squares, the scent of spices and incense wafting through the air. Picture the bustling harbor, filled with ships from distant lands, their sails billowing in the breeze. Kotor invites you to step back in time, to experience a world that has long since vanished. As you bid farewell to Kotor, the image of its majestic bay and towering mountains etched in your memory, you know that this is not goodbye, but rather a see you soon. Kotor is a place that stays with you, calling you back to its shores time and time again. You'll find yourself reminiscing about lazy afternoons spent sipping coffee in sun-drenched squares, the sound of the waves lapping against the shore, a soothing balm for your soul. You'll yearn for the taste of fresh seafood, grilled to perfection and seasoned with the flavors of the Adriatic. And you'll long to lose yourself once more in the labyrinthine streets of the old town, each turn revealing a new treasure.